There are great speakers tonight that are presenters that are just going to blow you away. We're Andrew and Vanessa Hoyes. We're senior presidential directors with Lifewave and excited about this opportunity. We're 2 years in and we're more excited than ever what it's doing, how it's affecting people's lives, what it's creating for us financially, and so many others. And you're going to hear this presentation from an incredible couple tonight that I believe is really going to just blow you away, and the amazing opportunity that this is.
Tom and Natasha, we got the privilege of meeting just through
That's
this
right.
business. And that's what we love the most about this is actually the people that you get to run with, build with. So we've been on incentive trips together. We've come to love their family. They're very well renowned and respected on the Sunshine Coast for their work and all over for lots of other things they've been involved in. And they have a really, really passionate why about this. So we're going to hand over the presentation to Tom and Natasha as they just take us through what is the X39, what does it do, how can it impact your life. So thank you so much for your time tonight, Tom and Natasha.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, guys.
We love this product. This has changed our family's life. This has changed my client's life. We run an alternative health and wellness clinic on the Sunshine Coast called Shine Health and Wellness. And we're all about technology improving people's lives. And we're looking at the most cutting edge, from hyperbaric treatment to sound therapy to red light therapy to plasma light technology to bioresonance technology. And we didn't just start another business like this because we wanted to. We actually were forced to due to both of our kids having major health challenges, and in particular our son, who developed early stage leukemia about 3 years ago, or 3.5 now. So this, we were previously in the video marketing space. We had a 7-figure business then. So that was our gig. And that was, we were doing that successfully until our kids, had major health issues. So for us, it was about finding solutions that we couldn't find in the traditional sense in the medical world, which is what led us to build our Shine Health and Wellness Clinic. And for us, all of our treatments was a huge step change to our son's life. He went from being bedridden to actually playing Division 2 rep basketball this year. So this kid is, a success story in himself. And with all the treatments that were done, we were just looking for that final piece to really give him that step change. And we believe the X39 stem cell activation patches were a critical part to his healing journey and to his now, sustained immune system that, this kid's playing, basketball for 6-7 hours a day where he could barely get out of bed. So we're forever grateful for this product. We think everybody should be using this, and we do. We actually recommend this as our major protocol in our clinic, because when we combine this technology with our, high-tech treatments, when people especially are chronically ill, we see something that I haven't seen ever. For example, we had a stage 5 cancer client, colon cancer. Within 5 months, her tumor was gone through regular treatments, doing all my protocols and adding in the patches. I mean, we're talking, this stuff is a game changer. I mean, obviously, everyone has their own results, but to be honest, if you've got a good, healthy diet, you take care of yourself, you're exercising, you're doing all the right things, and then you add in, these kind of protocols, especially the patches, then your life will definitely change. So for us, it's been a game changer.
Absolutely. And sometimes it takes a while to see results. Like for us, we were one patch wonders. I stuck the sticker on, I stuck these patches on Bo, and I was thinking, I'm an engineer. I'm going, what's a sticker going to do? Like, really, come on, The next day, he was bouncing off the walls with energy. Like, I couldn't get this kid to stop. And we've always been so worried about him overdoing it. So we're like, slow down, slow down. I said, Dad, I can't. I've got so much energy. And that was literally just within 24 hours of putting the patch on. We saw a similar result with our daughter. We've personally experienced some amazing benefits. Our energy's gone through the roof. Natasha now. Tash had chronic fatigue for years, from adrenal burnout and fatigue, being an entrepreneur, doing 6 city tours all around the country. And it's been a game changer for you on your energy levels. Yeah.
So that's a bit about our story, but let's get into the presentation. We're excited to share this technology with you. So the question is, have you been patched? And if you haven't, you need to get patched, because this is something I love. You can do this at home every day of the week. It's not something that you need to go to and attend. Obviously, there's heaps of other treatments that support this technology, but this is something you can put on every day without having to leave your home. So if we can move to the next one, that'd be great. Do you want to go into that?
Yeah, so David Schmidt, the CEO and inventor of X39, over 200 patents, right? He's a scientist inventor, and he specializes in age reversing. He studies it. He looks at all the animals and biological species that actually have like long lifespans, and he analyzes that and tries to find that missing link, the frequencies that really unlock age reversal, not anti-aging, age reversal. And then in 2008, he focuses attention on stem cell research. And the recent patent for X39 took $4.5 million US to bring to the market. Next slide. Right, now let's just talk about patents. This is a patent product. What does that mean? For those of you who don't know what a patent is, you cannot get a patent, especially an international one, if you cannot prove what it does, right? So you need to have clinical studies, clinical trials, scientific evidence that backs up the claims behind your product. And if you read it carefully, it says the beneficial effect of the phototherapy, which I'll explain what phototherapy is in a moment, is that it elevates the copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. I mean, that is, just read those sentences. That's phenomenal. That's backed by scientific proof, patented, stamped. So if you're wondering, does this work? It's proven to work.
You just got to give it time. So why stem cell activation patches? Why the X39? Well, stem cells make up every organ of our body. And as you age, that's when things become worse. So by the time we're 30, we lose 50% of our stem cells. And by the time we're 60, we're down to 10%. This is why, especially in my clinic, I see so much chronic illness, from cancer to autoimmune conditions, to Hashimoto's, thyroid issues, like you name it. It is crazy. This is why, because it keeps getting worse as we age. And X39 is what actually turns on those stem cells to reactivate them so that we can reverse the aging process.
Yeah, I'll explain briefly how it works. So this is called, uses what's called phototherapy. If you guys go out into the sunlight, normally the ultraviolet light actually produces vitamin D in your body. And so what this patch does, it takes the infrared light of your body and it acts like a mirror. So that patch, when you stick it on your skin, the infrared light from your body hits it and it reflects back at just the right frequencies to actually turn on the switch of stem cell production. It's a two-step process. It starts with the copper peptide production, which then activates stem cell production. And it's completely non-transdermal. So there's nothing that touches your skin. No drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants.
Okay, so the benefits of X39. So these are some of the things that you can experience. Increased strength, reduce inflammation, increase stamina, energy and vitality. And like Tom said before, I had chronic fatigue for 10 years, having, a full-on business and 2 very sick kids. I literally would have to have a nap in the afternoon. Now that no longer exists. I even gave up coffee within 6 months of being on the patches. So I don't even drink coffee anymore, and I love coffee. And not only that, my mental clarity. So having brain fog and just not having the energy or mental clarity for years, this was a huge game changer within the first couple of weeks for me. But obviously everyone's different. It can take a month, it can take 2 weeks, it can take 2 days. It depends on the person. But not only that, and this is a big one too, is restored muscle and skeletal conditions. I know even in the gym now, my ability to have, even if I have a week or 2 off in the gym, I'm lifting still heavier weights than most people that are going every day because I'm patched. And I know that the strength that I have in my body is due to having those patches that I'm wearing consistently. Improved sleep, that's a huge one, and improved skin appearance as well. But again, the thing is, these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. These are just helping you turn on your normal dormant stem cells so that you can actually regenerate naturally.
Right, long-term results of X39. In the first few days, 4,000 of your genes begin to reset back to a youthful, younger stage. That's a third of your genome. That is phenomenal. And then eventually your brain becomes balanced. We have so many testimonials. We have ADHD clients, and within 2 weeks, the brain fog's gone, the mind chatter drops, and brain coherence improves. Phenomenal with brain balance. Collagen increases, not just on your skin, but in your internal organs. That gives them the flexibility and the suppleness that gives them their biological youthful age. And then eventually your heart starts to reverse in age. And that is a game changer because heart disease is the #1 killer around the world. And if your heart starts to reverse in age, you're going to live younger for longer. So it's some phenomenal long-term benefits. And again, it's not anti-aging. it's age reversal.
So how do you wear X39? It's super simple. See this little sticker? You just put this on either on the back of your neck, so where your C7 is, so it's the pointy part of your spine, or you can wear it just below the navel. All you need to do is put it on for 12 hours a day and then take it off at night. Please don't wear these at night unless you want to not sleep for the whole night, because they will give you energy. So put it on first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock or 6 a.m. and take it off at 6 p.m. or 6 or 7 p.m. in the evening. The main thing is keep super hydrated and add in a bit of Celtic sea salt for electrolytes.
Yeah, and again, if you've got any pain or inflammation, just stick it where it hurts. It doesn't matter where you put it, it'll work. Right, on the testimonials, and again, if you take a look at the in the next slide, this is at info.com. There's a testimonials tab. There are countless testimonials for all sorts of conditions that'll just blow you away. This is a life-changing product, and there are so many amazing transformations that you can have a look at.
Do you want to quickly share the lady that's your work colleague, your engineer?
Yes, I'll tell you right now. So literally I got a phone call 2 days ago. A lady at work, young engineer, very, very bright engineer, key part of the business, severely ill, autoimmune condition. She had lesions on her face, all over her body. They were actually bleeding. And she was just constantly getting sick, no energy. She and her fingernails were falling off. And she said, I'll try anything. So I said, look, try these patches. She's put them on within 2 months. 80% reversal of all of her conditions. That means the lesions have dropped by 80%, her nails are growing back, her hair is growing back, and she's been doing nothing else but putting this sticker on her body. So game changer. The company is so happy. They've now got the key person that can continue on working, and she's just thrilled because she didn't know if she had much longer to live.
Yeah, amazing. So obviously everyone's different. It takes time. You just got to give this time.
All right, so Lifewave is a company. What is Lifewave? Been around for 20 years in over 75 countries. Look at the revenue growth from $20 million in 2021, and we're up now to $600 million in 24, and we're on track to do $1 billion in 2025. This is a rapidly growing company. Why? Because of the X39 patch, because it works so well, because there are so many life-changing testimonials. All right, and Lifewave is now ranked the #1 in momentum growth in its industry, right? So it is outperforming so many of its competitors. It is a growth company. So if you're wondering, like, is there some substance to this company? Absolutely. Around for 20 years, solid growth, #1 momentum. And I would love to show you the next slide, which has been phenomenal. This is just some recent 2025 Biotech Breakthrough Award, right? It wins the Stem Cell Innovation of the Year. So this is internationally recognized. Over 15 different countries, thousands of nominations, and Lifewave won the Biotech Breakthrough Award. So this has been checked by scientists, reviewed for its efficiency. Does it work? And it's been awarded the #1 Biotech Breakthrough Award. That gives me and anyone confidence of thinking of trying this product.
So at the end of the day, what's important to you in your life? Is it having more time with your family, which is one of our big things? Security, maybe you want financial security. Is it travel? Do you want to see the world? Do you want better health, or do you want less debt? And at the end of the day, what would an extra $500 a month do for you? You know, even that being able to pay an extra few bills and just take that pressure off, or, you know, with whatever that is for you. But what is it that you want right now? Because at the end of the day, it's your why that determines, you know, your destiny. So having a really strong why and working out how to get there is definitely the way to go. So this thing about Lifewave, it's very, very different to conventional business. And for us, we've had to invest over $500,000 just to set up our health and wellness clinic. Now, that's a significant investment. There's obviously a lot of risk. There's a lot of hours. There's lots of training that goes involved. It's taken me years to master this technology. This is not an overnight, oh, we'll just start a clinic and, you know, get a few clients and make this happen. No, this took years of traveling, research, flying around the world, finding the best doctors. And obviously there's a limited potential in the earnings, but for Lifewave, you don't have to invest $500,000 to start up. It's a very low startup. There's no risk. You can make your own schedule. It's a proven system if you follow the system. And what do we love about this? There's unlimited potential with very, very, very low risk. There's not really, it's very, very simple. So this is where the opportunity happens.
Yeah, if you look at the current problems to solve, no one knows about that stem cells become dormant. No GP's talking about this. No one puts it on the news, right? But it's the key reason why everything starts to hurt as you get older, why everything starts to fall apart, why your bone density drops, why your joints start to ache, but no one's talking about it. And so many people are also struggling financially to make ends meet. What Lifewave offers, it gives you the stem cell reactivation plus an income generating business. We never started in this using this because we wanted a business. We just needed a product to help our son. And we were so blown away. And then we discovered the business opportunity behind it. We went, fantastic. I get to help transform people's lives and actually earn money in the same process. And it keeps the cost of the product so much lower than if it was in the retail shops. To me, that's a win-win. All right, the binary, there's so many different ways you can get paid in this company, and this actually has the most generous compensation plan in its industry. So this is what's called the binary bonus. Depending on your rank, you can earn up to $25,000 a week, depending on how you rank. And it starts as simple as just getting 4 people that you know, like, and trust, and put 2 people on the left and 2 people on the right. You just start building left and right. Just 2 legs is all that is.
So just with the business launch bonus, so it's even simpler as that. So because this is just a new compensation plan. So we've actually made it even easier for you. So you actually only need 2 people to get started. So that way you can have someone on your left and someone on your right. And that means that you just need 2 sleeve subscriptions. So that's literally 300 personal volume. That's what the 300 PV means. And all you need to do is have 2 sleeve subscription to keep you active in the business. That's it. And there's a minimum of $200 a month. It's absolutely the most lowest overheads you'll have in any business. I tell you, we spend more than $200 a month just on email marketing. So that's all you need to get started. And you can get $25 per week for up to 9 weeks for just having introduced 2 people. That's it. Okay, so now if you go to the next one is the second star manager, and that's actually having 2 people on the left and right, and that's where you get your $50 a week bonus for 9 weeks. And guys, this is how you get to cover the cost of your patches. So if you have people saying, you know what, I can't afford this is too expensive, well, there's actually no reason for them not to do this, because everyone knows 2 people, everyone knows 4 people they know, like, and trust that can actually share this product. So to get the cost of your patches covered, this is all you need to do so that people can afford to actually take care of their health.
All right, the mentoring matching bonus. This pays up to $20,000 per person. And if you look how this works, you can get paid up to 6 generations down, which you won't find in any other direct marketing company. So you can see there on the compensations for generation 1, as you go from 1-star director to the right to 3-star presidential, you can get paid 6 levels down up to $20,000 per person. That is phenomenal. You will not see that kind of compensation plan anywhere in the industry. So very generous compensation plan. And this is how you duplicate yourself in your efforts. When you actually start to get paid on not just your efforts, but what people are doing below you that you haven't even met yet, as this grows, as you start and get into the system and the tree grows below you, as other people get added, you get paid on the team's volume. So if you take a look at the next slide, it actually shows you how to do that. So apologies.
That's right. So this is easy how you, so this is a brand new presentation. We're just getting our feet around this, but let me tell you, it's very easy to get started. So there's 4 ways that you can actually join. So this is the way you get the best wholesale pricing, but also you can actually get introduced to the business where you can actually start to share this with people and start to get your patches paid for at a minimum and then grow the business. So the first way to get started is a 3-sleeve subscription, well, 3-month subscription of core, and this is one of these sleeves is actually 30 patches, so that's a 1-month supply in one of these sleeves. So the core is actually 3 of these for $295 US. It's about 500 Aussie dollars, so about $98.33 a sleeve. So that's really just for one person. Now, if you've got your partner or you've got a child or one, you want to share it with someone, then we recommend the advanced sleeves of 6 months, and that way you can have 3 months each. So basically that comes to about $89. So it's a lot cheaper the more you buy. So that we recommend if it's 2 of you. And obviously, if there's 3 or 4 of you, then you can get the Advanced Plus, and that's where you get 11 sleeves of the X39, and that's in total $975 US. So it works out again $89.17 a sleeve, and that's if you want to share that with 3 or 4 people. But if you actually want to get into this and share this with other people, like we did, we purchased the premium straight away because we went, you know what, we actually want to share this with people, and we want to have product on hand so that when they actually join as a brand partner, we could actually loan them sleeves straight away so they could start patching immediately. And this is what we recommend. If you want to share this and you want to do this as a business, or you want to start sharing this and getting people on board, the premium is the way to go, because that's where you get 20 of these sleeves. You've got product on hand, and it's only $1,750. So it works out to be $87.50 a sleeve. So it's still, you're saving money the more you purchase. So to stay in the business, the benefits is you just need to actually stay on that subscription, which is a minimum one sleeve subscription at $99 a month. But if you want to unlock the full business potential and the full commissions on the binary, then you just need to be on a minimum 2 sleeve subscription at $199.90 per month. So that gives you enough points to actually unlock the full commission.
Yeah, and just to put it in context, it's no more than a cup of coffee a day. That's what it comes down to. It's about $6 Aussie per sleeve, right? To actually get your stem cells turned back on again to start to reverse the aging process. I mean, you won't get a better deal than that. But these are the 4 different ways you can actually enter into the business.
So for more information, just go to thisisitteam.com. If you want more clinical studies, you want more of the science, there's all that there for people that need all that information. But the testimonials are incredible. Thisisitinfo.com, that's where you need to go. But if you want to learn more about the business system, okay, and actually how to grow this as a business, then thisisitteam.com has that system there mapped out for you. It is the simplest system you will ever follow. And if you follow this system, you'll actually get the rewards. I mean, the amount of success in Australia and also in the US, and we personally went over to Florida this year to one of their main conferences, and we literally saw something like 21 millionaires on stage. But obviously these people, this is not an overnight thing. You've got to put in the work, you've got to put in the time. You get what you put into it, basically. So if you're wanting to look for another source of income, even if it's an extra $500 a month, or you want to grow this as a serious business, this is the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, so the time is now. You got to make your own move. Are you serious about your dreams? This is the hope for your future. To me, like you get to grab your health and your wealth in both hands. That's what I love about this product, you know? And if I can just say, like, we are in Lifewave for a number of reasons. Number one, this is the biggest medical breakthrough of our time, and everyone needs to know about it. I am such a believer in this product. We see the changes in our clients in our clinic. Everyone needs to know about this. I am unashamed to tell everyone you need to know about how to turn your stem cells back on. I really mean that from the heart, that what it's doing for people's lives, from mobility issues to autistic kids, it's tear-jerking testimonials, right? Not only that, you can actually reclaim some financial strength back into your life and actually get some of those dreams unlocked as well. It's such a win-win from that perspective. And when you actually get to learn a bit more about David Schmidt and what really drives this man and some of the products that he's inventing, you will be blown away. Like, this is such a man of integrity, of vision, and he's all about creating freedom for people. Health freedom, financial freedom, sustainability, power. There's so many other things that Lifewave is doing. It is just such an amazing company, and we can't be more proud to be associated with it.
And all you need to do is reach back out to the person who invited you to this Zoom, and they can obviously introduce you to, and chat to you more further about it. But reach back out to them, whoever sent you the link, so that you can get started. I wish I'd known about this product. Actually, I did know about this product 2 years ago, and I didn't actually take action because, you know what? I was like, what's this going to do? But you know what? I'm glad I took action now. We've been on the product consistently for 12 months. And our results just keep getting better and better. But if you're prepared to commit, give it 6 to 12 months, your life will definitely change. But be consistent, do all the right things, and, the world's your oyster.
Thank you so much for sharing, Tom and Natasha. You are world-class in so many ways. But listen, can we ask you one more question just in the last 2 minutes? When you're speaking to other business partners or practitioners that they're dealing with the same stresses you are around your practice, right? And that you're still tied to it day by day and you love it. But for a practitioner, we're going to have a panel soon with a few practitioners on it. But what would you say to a practitioner as you are talking to them about this opportunity?
Look, obviously I think the biggest question is, how do I make the time to do another business when I'm running a full-time clinic? And that's a really good question. It's like, you know what, you just fit it in during the day or when you can. This is not something I do all day, every day. I'm not, because I'm in clinic and my kids are both playing rep basketball. I just make the time, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, and I just fit it into my day. because it's not something I need to commit, 7 to 8 hours a day. So that's what I say to most practitioners. And it's something that it's only going to make and support their healing tools, whatever they're doing, it's going to accelerate it. So why would you not do the best thing for your clients and help them heal faster and combine your modalities, because they're only going to get well quicker and they're only going to rave more about you and then refer other people to your clinic or to your practice. So it's about, one, getting them a result, which is why I started this clinic. I never wanted to start another business. Because I genuinely want to help people. I want to see people well. I want people not to go through, the journey and that, especially with cancer. I mean, that's, we don't want to see people do that. So if I don't actually offer this to my clients, I'm actually doing a disservice to their health and to their journey. And obviously, if people can't afford to do it, then they can find a way to pay for it, and they can also add an additional stream of income to their whatever they're doing now.
Yeah, and I'll add to that. So number one, I'll be saying to the practitioner, this is a proven product that's only going to help your patients. It's going to make you get better results for your clients. Why wouldn't you do it? And in parallel, this will actually grow. You're not just getting a commission on some supplements. This actually grows way bigger than that. So number one, it's a product that's helping them. And number two, it starts to grow and actually earn income on the side. As you add more people to it, you suddenly start to get way more revenue compared to just selling a retail product, right? And so from that perspective, that's when you start to unlock more time freedom, more income freedom in your practice. And you can start to then eventually step out more and have more freedom. Like, we've met a lot of people that are doing that. Like, who've been in it for years. They're going, I now have to work less because my Lifewave income's growing, right? But give it time, right? Give it time and work with your patients, improve their lives. And in the process, you get rewarded and they get rewarded. It's a win-win.
Yeah. Well done, you guys. Great job. And
we made it in 28 minutes. Yay.
Thank you. I'll press stop. And don't forget, when you get this out to as many people as you can, then circle back with the person that shared it with you.
Absolutely.